What up, sports fans and fellow foodies? I'm Julie, and welcome to my kitchen, where each week I talk sports while whipping up culinary treats. This week, I teased it last week that I was going to do something cheese-themed because Bears playing the Packers today. Land of cheese, Cheeseheads, being annoying. I'm sorry, did I say that? Bears fan. Gotta hate the Packers, right? So I knew I wanted to do something with cheese today, but then the Indiana Hoosiers gave me pause because God bless you Hoosiers, the #1 team in the nation, knocking off Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. So Indiana ranked #1 for the first time ever, and they're the top seed going into the college football playoffs. They'll have a first round bye, and so I thought about making a Hoosier pie, which is like a baked custard kind of pie. Except I promised you guys last week I was going to do something cheese themed. So I didn't want to break my promise. I'm going to keep that Hoosier pie in my back pocket. Not literally, because that would be kind of messy and gross. But I'm going to hang on to that because when we get to the college football playoffs, might drag that one back out. And certainly if the Hoosiers go on to win the national championship. All right, so we're back to the cheese. Bears, Packers. This one was tense. Halftime, it's 14-3 Packers. And you're thinking, man, are the Bears even going to score a touchdown? Are they going to get back in this game? Spoiler alert, they did get back in it. They had a great second half for the most part. So today we're going to be making a beer cheese dip. I'm going to get it started, and then we're going to come back and check on it in a little bit. So what I'm starting with here, I have 2 8-pound bricks of cream cheese and then an extra 2 ounces. So we're putting in 18 ounces, and this is our slow cooker that is on low. And I'm going to add to the cream cheese a little bit of sour cream here. So I got a 1/4 cup of sour cream. And of course, we've got to get our cheese in here. We're going to use some shredded cheddar. You can go sharp, you can go mild. I've got the finely shredded so that it melts quickly. You can shred it yourself if you'd like. You can buy the shreds in the bag, whatever works for you. And then to that, I am going to add a 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I like the stone ground a lot, so that's what I'm using. But any kind of mustard you want to use is fine. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So I got that working here. And then we are going to add most of my 10 strips of bacon. You can use more slices, you can use less. We're gonna add most of it. I'm gonna save a little bit for garnish, just a smidge. All right, and we get that smushed up in there. Get everything mixed together. And now we're going to add our adult beverage liquid. And you don't have to go with alcoholic if you are not a drinker. You can do a Sharps or O'Doul's, whatever non-alcoholic beer you'd like to substitute. You can do a lager, an ale, if you like something that's a little bit heartier. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add, I've just got good old beer here, good old brewski. And we're gonna pour that in. We got 1 full cup. And we're gonna mix that into all our cheesy gooiness here. So what I still have chilling on my island here, I've got some heavy cream, 1/4 cup. We're going to add that in a little bit. I've got some green onions diced that we're going to use for garnish. And again, like I said, I've got my bacon garnish as well. So this is looking pretty good. I already had my slow cooker warmed up. So it's getting nice and melty in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a lid. You're going to cover this. You can leave it on a low setting for about 3 hours. You can go less. It's still going to be melted, but that gives everything a chance for your flavors to meld and for everything to be nice and smooth and creamy. You'll stir it occasionally over those 3 hours. But I'm going to leave this. We're going to walk away, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how this game ended, and we're going to finish this up as well. So stick around. Coming right back at you. And we're back. We've got our beer cheese dip working, or should we say bear cheese dip. It's been simmering for a while. Pay no attention to the time on the front here. Trust me, it's been cooking for a while. So it's gotten melty, it's gotten creamy, and we're gonna go ahead and whisk this to make sure there are no lumps. And then we're gonna add our finishing touches to this. So I'm gonna add that 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream that I mentioned. Give us some richness and some smoothness here. I wish you guys could smell this. Oh, so good. I feel like I say that every week. I need to work on how to make like a scratch and sniff of some of the recipes. All right, so I've got that all incorporated. And again, as that sits, it thickens. But right now, it is a pretty good consistency as we finish describing what happened in this Bears game today. So first half, Caleb Williams, pretty miserable. But second half, comes out on fire. He had some great rollout plays until the rollout at the very end of the game. Bears had this game tied 21-21. Bears defense could not shut it down. They allowed the Packers to score. It's 28-21 going into the final minute or so of the game, and the Bears with a chance to tie it. They are driving. They are in the red zone. Caleb Williams rolling left. He's going to take the ball, and he's going to fling it to the end zone. He's targeting Cole Kmet, and it gets swarmed by the cheese. The Packers pick off the ball. Keyshawn Nixon, the interception, game over. It could have been a Bears win. It could have. But that play, disastrous on 4th and 1. And you had DJ Moore open underneath. He was the intermediary route. He was wide open. And that's why he looked kind of ticked off on the sidelines. Wide open DJ Moore. Instead, Caleb Williams, he knows he forced a throw he shouldn't have forced. Threw it. It was a bad throw. Cole Kmet did not have a chance. And the Cheeseheads come out on top. I denounced my Bears fandom for a few moments here. I have hidden the logo. I look like I've been through the wars. The Packers fans, as they're leaving the stadium, are chanting, "Bears still suck." And you know what? Today, they kind of did for the most part. They had some great improvements in the second half. We saw some things to like. But this one stings if you're a Bears fan. That's okay. 13 days from now, the rematch at Soldier Field. Bears will get a chance to clean things up and have revenge on their mind. Don't look past Cleveland next week, though. Trap game. Don't focus on the revenge against the Packers until you take care of business next week. So, in the meantime, we've got our nice little pretzel bites here in cheese. I am going to throw some of our green onions on here for garnish. And I'm going to throw some bacon pieces on here for garnish as well. This will be beautiful if you're serving it for company or if you're just drowning your sorrows in cheese because the game did not end the way you wanted. Love cheese, don't love the Cheeseheads. What can I say? All right, I'm going to drown my sorrows in here right now with my pretzel bites. You can use this for pita chips, nacho chips, anything that you like to dunk in cheese, this will work for you. I'm going to make it work for me while I go ponder how the Bears went from first place last week, the #1 seed in the NFC, to dropping to the 7 seed with a loss to the dreaded Pack. Any given Sunday, folks. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me here in my kitchen.